What's up, guys? Welcome back to another small business vlog. If you guys are new here, my name is Alex. I am the owner of AMS Transfers. We are a custom DTF and custom screen print transfer supplier located in Houston, Texas. I know it's been a little while since I have done a video like this for you guys, so this video is kind of going to be an update telling you guys what you can expect, what's been going on around here at AMS Transfers, what's been going on for me. So if this is the type of video that you are interested in, that you subscribe to, make sure you grab some popcorn, grab a snack. Let's just chill out. All right, time right now is 1:30. We have had DTF printer number 2 and DTF printer number 1 going since we got in today at like 9. So the DTF printers have been going hard today. The file on number 2 is at 66%, and the file on number 1 is currently at 32%. Michaela has been managing these, so I honestly don't know what we have to print, what is still left. We had a huge night last night. We got like 3 massive orders, and then on top of that, we had a whole bunch of our Plus clients have their customers place orders that we have to make sure that we get out today. It's been a lot. Today is a busy day. Made sure that we got those DTF printers up and running as soon as possible so that we can hopefully still make it on our standard turnaround time cutoff at 4:30. Anyways, while those are printing, Michaela has been over here getting started on the screen printing order. We just have a few for this one. I think it's probably less than 50 sheets, and we were able to put the left chest design, which you can see right there in the top left, on the same sheet as the back design, and then we will go ahead and get those cut up before we send them off to the customer. So that's going to save us some time. Not going to have to print a gang sheet of the left chests. We could just combine them all and make the best use of the space on the sheets, make the best use of our time, best use of the press time, everything about it. So we just got to get those going. Sounds like Michaela just ran her first test print, so hopefully that goes well and we can go ahead and get started on production for that order. But that's what we got going on right now. This afternoon, still have about 3 hours until our order cutoff, so we're just going to be monitoring the system, making sure any new orders that do come in, we get them ripped, sent to Digital Factory, and then sent over to the printer. I know I have been posting videos on the channel, but they've been kind of more videos related to DTF transfers, how to get started, stuff like that. I haven't done like a good solid vlog like this in some time. So there's been just so much going on. I don't even really know where to start, what you guys know, or where I even left you off. But for those of you who have been watching for a long time, you know that we've been working on AMS Transfers Plus, which is our transfers on demand service. You can create your own web store, and then when your customers place an order for DTF transfers, we will be the ones who print, produce, and ship it to your customers. So that service, we got that launched in what, like February of this year? And since then, we've signed up 17 clients to it. And 3 of those clients are on the platinum tier. So we have had our work cut out for us, to say the least. Those platinum tier clients have been really killing it lately. I'm just extremely impressed and ecstatic that it's all working as intended, and things have just been going as smoothly as they have. I really, it's just, if any of you guys know what I'm in, know the shoes, the boat that I'm in, where you create something and then you get it out in front of people and you're not sure whether the people are going to, one, like it, whether the people are going to know how to use it, whether they're even going to want to use it. So these were like 3 things that have been weighing on me in my head for the better part of the past 2 years while I've been working on getting this all ready. So to see the platform working, to see the customers ordering on the client websites, basically like seeing clients get orders, it just really makes me feel good, man. I don't know. Everything's been going like really smoothly with it. We haven't missed any of our cutoffs, even though there has been a bunch of close calls. We have been providing the best service that we possibly can. We haven't had any customer complaints from the clients or anything regarding the actual transfer quality. So there's just been, it's been a lot of good things happening here, but with all of these clients coming on, they have just been filling our print queue with orders. So Yeah, man, it's been a lot. I haven't been able to just like pick up the camera and show you guys what's been going on because from basically the minute that I step into the office to the minute that I leave, I am just hardcore focused on those DTF prints, making sure that we get the orders out on time because with this there's just so much more at stake. When we tell the clients that they can tell their customers they can order up until 4:30 and it's going to go out the same day, there's like two layers of people that we would be disappointing if we missed that turnaround time. Not only would we be disappointing the client, the actual web store owner, but then we would also be disappointing their customer. So it's kind of like a chain that, or a ladder that goes up. So the customer complains to the client that their order isn't on time or whatever, and then the client who's getting has their customer in their ear complaining to them, then comes to me and complains that their orders aren't getting out. So something like that is something that I desperately want to avoid. I do not want to have a situation like that. I'm sure there is going to be a situation where it just comes up and there's nothing we can do, but until then, I am going to do everything in my possible power to ensure that that doesn't happen. We did already have one problem with an order. This one was just earlier this week. We shipped it UPS next day air. The customer paid for next day, but then UPS dropped the ball, and according to UPS, a late flight caused a delay to the package by one business day. So the customer paid for next day, but then UPS dropped the ball, so now they're not going to get it until 2 days from then. So that was one situation that we've already had, but thankfully that wasn't our fault, and the client and the customer were both understanding. We just made them happy with a credit for the shipping, and then we filed a claim with UPS, so hopefully they can review that and get the shipping adjusted and we'll be all squared away. But things like this are going to happen, and it elevates the stakes so much more. If it was my customer and there was a problem with it, it's a lot lower of stakes. It's ultimately my decision. It's like a representation of me. But when it's like this, when there is another layer involved, it's like it's not only does it look bad on me, but now I'm making my client look bad to their customer, which is something that I absolutely do not want to ever happen, man. Like, I don't know, that thought just like gives me anxiety, having to make someone else look bad because of something that you did. You know what I mean? That to me, that's not going to fly. I can't have that in my book. So AMS Transfers Plus has been going really well. A lot of extra stress and burden that is coming with it, but we're figuring it out. I'm really happy for this. With the people who are on the platinum tier, they get phone support. So those people like have my phone number, and yeah, it's just like anytime I get a call from one of those clients, I get a little pit in my stomach trying to be like, okay, what could they be calling about? What happened? What's wrong? Whatever it is. Just a lot of stress and burden that comes with it. But man, we're making really good strides. At the beginning of it, I was so much more like worried and just nervous, I guess, whenever a platinum client I would see them pop up on my phone. But now it's just like we're getting the hang of it. Everything is really starting to run smoothly. The train is starting to pick up speed, and the calls have been fewer and far between, thankfully. And yeah, it's been great, honestly. I've really been happy with how things have been going with Plus. I'm really, really excited with how things have been going with the ads for Plus, because it really seems like we've finally broken through that wall that it takes to actually earn more money from the service or product than you're spending on ads. Before that, it had been such a hard thing for me to actually accomplish that feat of earning more than you're spending on the ads themselves. And it really seems like with Plus and the way that we've configured kind of the whole ad process, demo scheduling, all of that, we're at that point where we can confidently say that we get out more money than we put into the Facebook ads. And that, like for those of you who don't know, that basically is what you need to act as the catalyst for whatever it is, your product, your service, your business, whatever. If you can actually achieve that verifiably through the data, through the numbers for a a pretty decent chunk of time. You don't want to just have it for like 1 or 2 days where you made more money than you spent. But if you can have that for a considerable amount of time length and you can actually prove that it is a reliable, consistent, repeatable thing, guys, that's all you need. Like that's it. You have it figured out. All you would need to do is just pump in money into those ads, and assuming everything stayed the same and kept working, which again, that might not happen, especially as you increase your budget and Facebook starts displaying the ad to broader and broader categories, that might not stay the same, but it essentially allows you to just dump fuel onto the fire. So once you have that figured out and you have a repeatable process where you're spending, you're getting back more money than you're spending on the ads, you could just pour money onto that fire and then keep on growing the fire over time and just keep on stacking it up. So that's kind of the point where we're at. And man, I tell you, making this, like actually achieving what I just said, spending more money or getting more money out than you spent. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that, but like that's like the holy grail in business advertising. That's everything that like marketers, advertisers, they all strive for. And to be honest, guys, like the number has been going down. Like the customer acquisition cost over the past 2 months for running the Facebook ads has been going down the more budget that we've added to it. So I'm just really excited, guys. I'm not sure if any of this is relevant to you. You are interested in it at all. If you are, please like leave a like on the video so I know to maybe make more content like this, or a comment down below would be even better. But yeah, that's just kind of what's been going on with Plus. It's been driving a lot of growth in our business and a lot of stress to go along with it, but with growth comes the stress, right? So just got to take it in stride and try and come up with a little something to deal with it, make it better. I don't know. If you guys have any tips about that, again, comment section is the best place for those. But yeah, this has been driving like so much growth that, to be honest, we're considering, I don't know how much I want to share about this, but we're considering doubling our fleet that we have right now. So currently we have 2 Audley 24-inch DTF printers, and right now we are in talks with the manufacturer Audley. We're in contact with Nirhan. If you guys are interested in the video that I made on exactly what it takes to buy a DTF printer from the manufacturer in China, I'll put up a little video where you can check that out. Go all in depth in that, so that's the video you want to check out. If you want the link to the printer, the contact information, whatever it is, check out that video. But yeah, so we're in contact with them, just trying to get everything figured out with the DDP, and then we also need some supplies, so we're going to try and get like one big order so that we can try and combine the shipping and save a little bit there. But nothing's official just yet, so don't be getting your hopes up just yet. We're still thinking about it, still trying to work on getting all of our money in order, because it's going to be like $21,000 for 2 additional DTF printers and like 3-4 months of supplies for all of them. So yeah, we're just trying to figure out this puzzle and seeing what is all going to happen with it, because with our current turnaround time at 4:30, if a customer places a huge order, like an order basically over $600, there is a very high chance that we will not be able to complete it in time. Even if we were just working on that order with our 2 DTF printers, that order was the only thing that we were running. We have about like 3.5 hours between the cutoff time and the time that the package needs to be in UPS's hands. So if there's any time that we get an order above like $600, there's a pretty good chance we will not meet that turnaround time. Knock on wood, that hasn't happened just yet. We've been just trying to kind of work with people, say if you could get your order in as soon as possible, that would be the greatest help to us. And we even offered a solution on our website to where customers can kind of place their orders over the course of the day. So rather than placing one giant order at 4:30, they can place like a couple smaller orders throughout the day and get the prints to us so that we can start getting them queued up and printing, and they can still place orders that they need to over time, and they don't have to worry about paying 2 shipping fees. So We just kind of did ship with a previous order as a shipping option. So if the customer has already paid for shipping once that day, they can select that option on their next order and add to that existing order without having to pay 2 shipping fees. So we developed that to try and help out and reduce the load that comes in at 4:30, and it has been working, but it's just something that I'm worried about. Like I said at the beginning of this, I will not let down our clients if I can control it. And this has just basically said, if we want to continue growing Plus to where we want it to be, if we want to actually capture a large chunk of the market, we're going to need to continue to expand our fleet. And to be quite frank with you, I'm not even sure if 2 is enough. I was looking at some possible like financing options to purchase like 6 additional DTF printers, but I'm not really interested in taking out financing for something like this. We've gotten to where we are without any debt on the business, so I would like to try and keep it that way. But at this point in the business, it's getting really hard not to try and leverage some sort of debt or loan or financing option to continue to scale and grow the business, just because the things that we need to do to grow the business require so much cash. And tying up that much cash from the business balance sheet is not something that I really want to do. So it's just, oh man, it's one of those things like rock in a hard place. What do I want to do? Do I want to be cash poor, or do I want the business to be in debt? I don't know, man. So for right now though, I don't think we're going to purchase 6. I think we're going to set the bar at 2, try and make that work with where we are, and then maybe in 2 months we could purchase another 2, 2 months later another 2, something like that. But yeah, we just got to really try and figure this out. Our busy season is coming up. It's almost back to school time. The holiday season is coming up. I know it's only June, but the holiday season starts in what, like August? You get Halloween and fall time, and then before you know it, it's Christmas. So our busy season is coming up, and if it's our busy season, I assume the clients that we have on Plus also are going to be busy. So we need to make sure that we are prepared, we are scaled, and we are ready to meet the demands and the needs of our clients. So I'm just trying to figure all of that out, see what we need, see what kind of equipment we need to help get us there. And yeah, a lot of stuff has been going on, a lot of stuff on my mind, a lot of just like long-term critical thinking and decisions that are going to really affect the business that I've been having to make over the last little while. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me through the lack of these daily videos. I know that a good chunk of you really appreciate the videos like this. And it's with that I also kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion. So I've been kind of between 2 different goals with this YouTube channel. For better or worse, the videos that I have created in the past 2 years have attracted an audience that most likely has a DTF printer, is screen printing, something like that themselves. Basically, they have an apparel decorating business themselves. And that is through the course of the videos that I have made over the past 2 years. But my entire goal through all of this content that I've been producing on my YouTube channel has been to try and produce content for my ideal customers on Plus and on AMS Transfers. And I have kind of been realizing that it doesn't appear the audience that watches my videos who owns a print shop or an apparel decorating business are also maybe not the audience that would be buying the DTF transfers and things like that. So the thing that I'm kind of trying to get at is I want to make more videos that are related, that are for my customers, but I also want to continue making videos for you guys, and because I think that there's a lot of value that I can offer. It's just that I always kind of find myself arguing in my head with, should I be creating content for my customers or should I be creating content for my YouTube audience? And that's just been kind of like an inner argument that I've had with myself over the past little while when I am coming up with content ideas. So all of this to say, the question that I want to ask you guys is, do you find a benefit, or do you even watch the videos that I make that are kind of more geared towards my customers? Or do you really only stick around on the channel for these type of videos where you kind of see an in-depth behind the scenes of what has been going on in my business, what I'm doing in my business to grow, whatever it is. Just kind of more videos related to actually apparel decorating businesses versus customers who want to buy printed transfers. Would you like to see more videos like that posted on this channel? Or would you like to kind of see videos related to helping my customers put on a separate channel? It's just because they're such different audiences. The people who watch videos who would actually like buy transfers from us are not the same people who would watch like these daily videos, you know what I mean? So I kind of have an idea of making like a channel just dedicated to like AMS Transfers customers, and then keeping this channel as like the Alex channel and kind of behind the scenes of like me, what I've been going on in my business, what's been going on here, more of those like daily videos that you guys have seen. I'm kind of thinking about doing that, but I don't want to because I've worked so hard to get this channel to where I'm at, and then I would just have to start scratch from a different channel and start right back at zero. So I don't really want to do it for that reason, but another thing that I am considering is going back to the weekly videos that if you guys have been watching for a long time, you might remember. And those weekly videos are basically where I would vlog throughout the whole week, but then I would combine all of the clips and footage into one weekly video that was probably about 45 minutes long and upload that on Sundays. So that's what I used to do on this channel. That's what got me started. And what I'm thinking is going back to those weekly videos for the daily, for like the vlog style content. So all of the vlog style content, I would still film throughout the week, but then they would get all meshed together in one video that is posted on Sunday. And then what I was thinking is using Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, kind of using those days of the week to post videos related to my customers. And I know there is some overlap between customers and people who watch these daily videos. It's just that the audiences are a bit different from what I have been seeing. So those are the two kind of ideas that I've been playing around with. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any insight, an opinion, what you would like to see more of, what you would like to see less of, all of these things I am open to hearing. So please drop down below in the comments any insight, tips, guidance, comments, whatever you guys would like to see down below in the comment section. That would really help me try and understand where to go forward from here. All right, guys, a little bit of time has passed since my last clip. Time is 2:30. Just had a meeting with the sales executive, kind of talking about what we got going on, what we have in the future. Just went over the KPIs for the past 3 months and issued some new ones, so we're all set with that. But now I got to get back to the real work in the shop. I have to reclaim some screen printing screens. We are all out, so I got these 2 from jobs that we ran today, and then I'll probably end up reclaiming like 4 more for a total of 6. Usually we kind of have like a mandate to have at least 4 screens always ready to go, and right now we have 0, so I'm going to do myself 2 extra, and hopefully that will give me a little bit of slack for the rest of the week. I know that we have 2 orders that need screen printing screens already in the queue, so that'll put me right at 4, and then like right where we need to be, right? One of them is a glitter screen printing order. So for that one, we're going to need to make sure that we have the 40 mesh screen all reclaimed and clean, and I can't seem to locate where it is right now, so I'm gonna have to find that before we get started. But right now I do a little bit of pre-work before we actually get started, and that's just taking off all of the blue tape that are covering up the registration marks, so that when I put the screen actually in the washout booth, the only thing I gotta do is mess with the chemicals and get the screen clean. I don't have to mess with the tape, and trying to get that tape off when you have the plastic gloves on sucks. So I'm gonna do that right now, get them all ready to go. Hopefully all of them have the ink also off of the screen, because that's another one of the steps that I do to prepare. I try and help myself and get the ink off at the press, because it just makes a lot more sense. I have the ink bucket right there. I have the spatula with the ink color already there. why not take off the ink before we actually come bring it over to reclaim so that we can save ourselves some steps. So that's what we've been trying to do. It doesn't always happen, especially when we are really busy and we have a whole bunch of screen printing orders. Sometimes we just take the screen off, put the next one on, and don't clean it off. So I'm gonna check those over, get the tape off, get started reclaiming. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna put on a book or something, an audio book, and try and make the best of this. All right, guys, a good bit of time has passed since my last clip where I said I was gonna start reclaiming the screens. I got all of the screens reclaimed. I said I was gonna do like 6, and I ended up getting done 7 or 8, so that'll be great. I still want to get those coated today so that they are dry by tomorrow and we can come in and they'll be ready to go. But DTF printer number 2 just finished up, which is why I decided I needed to pick up the camera and give you guys an update. So I have to give that one a capping solution, cap it off for the day. It did all of its work. 4:30 came and went, and we didn't get any massive orders that are going to like make us have to go to the DC. So we're just going to be able to go to the UPS store once number 1 finishes up. Number 1 is at 47%, and it's going pretty quickly, so I think we'll be out of here within the next like hour or so. And that's actually right on track because we need to make sure that we get these to UPS in time because their last pickup is like 6:30. And then if we don't make that one, then we got to go to the DC, and I don't want to do that. So got to get this guy capped off. If you guys don't already know, the capping solution is a godsend in the business. We used to not use it basically because we didn't know about it, but ever since finding out about it and the first time that we ever used it, cannot go back, man. It doesn't like completely eliminate clogs, but it does reduce them significantly when we come in the morning. If you guys are interested in kind of more DTF tips like this, I figured not everybody has time to watch these type of videos, and especially watch every single video where I kind of have talked about all of the DTF tips. So that's why I started the DTF tips help group newsletter. I don't know, I think we're gonna need a better name than that. But yeah, we're just basically, it's going to be like a weekly newsletter where I give you guys basically like the weekly tip for a DTF printer. So it could be as simple as like a new setting in Digital Factory. It could be something that we figured out with the DTF print, with the Audley DTF printer, Print XP, whatever it is. I'm gonna try and use this like DTF newsletter to try and just give you guys the best tips that I can. And again, it's just gonna be in like a condensed text format. There's not gonna be like any spam or anything like that. It's just gonna be for you guys, like for my DTF enthusiast audience who actually like really is looking for those tips and has a DTF printer maybe, something like that. So if you guys are really looking for the tips, just sign up for that newsletter. We're gonna be doing it weekly. And then when you're signing up, you're gonna have the option to choose from like different things as well. So if you wanted to choose from like marketing for your printing business, whatever it is, you can choose that. But yeah, go ahead and check out the link below if you guys are interested in like DTF tips and stuff. It's just gonna be like a weekly kind of thing where I just send you guys in written form the latest tip that we've come across, the latest new thing in the DTF printing game, whatever it is. But all that to say, because I know I'm gonna get comments like this is the capping solution that we use. Get it from DTF Superstore. We're not really loyal to any particular one. We also get the one from DTG Pro. Basically just depends on which company we have to place an order with when we need it, to be frank. We ended up needing some, I think the glitter DTF film that we ended up testing. I'll put that video up there if you guys haven't checked it out. Glitter DTF film, pretty interesting. So I picked up some capping solution at the same time. That's why I got it from DTF Superstore. Normally we do get it from DTG Pro. But yeah, that capping solution, it's insane. It will help tremendously if you guys are dealing with really bad nozzle clogs, especially when you get in the morning. It can help offset some of the issues that can come if your climate isn't just right and you have maybe some humidity issues or temperature issues. The capping solution can really help with that. It's not going to be your saving grace, like it won't fix all of your problems. It won't be the be-all end-all cure, but it will significantly help and put you that much more ahead in the mornings when, at least for us, that's when we need to get the printers up and going. Right now though, we're printing at 6.5 meters an hour, and this is a little over, this is about 4 meters long. So should be getting there. Probably have a little while longer before this is all finished up. It is at 62, and then we got to get these guys cut and cured. So I could actually start working on getting this guy cut. I'm just going to go confirm with Michaela that we don't have any other jobs that we could be printing on that. I'm going to go confirm with her right now. All right, just got the thumbs up from Michaela. Number 2 is good to go. I'm going to start cutting this film, getting it ran through the dryer, and then we have to sort through all of the transfers that we haven't finished cutting up and get them packaged up on their way to the customers. Our UPS pickup came today, so we got some of the packages offloaded, but we're gonna still need to make a drop at the UPS store for the remaining ones. All right guys, my camera is on 1%, 5:55 right now. Got to get these orders dropped off to UPS. Not sure if you can hear, but there is pouring rain outside, so I'm gonna get these loaded up in the car, get them dropped off to UPS. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't already, subscribe, leave the video a like to help the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in the next video.